Welcome to Simple and Savored with the Bald Guy, Simple Haircut. Today we are cooking out of Michael Symon's book again, 5 and 5. And so I'm kind of switching things up a little bit, but we're cooking pork and broccoli stir fry. So let's take a look at ingredients as always. So put a little oil in the pan. We'll be salt and peppering these pork chops. Saute them. Recipe, he said to use tenderloin, but you have to cut it into pieces and pound it into small slices. So we're just gonna cook the pork chop and slice it up and then sauce it later. So I'm gonna say I'm lazy. Well, no, I'm not. I'm gonna say I'm more time aware. So not lazy, but this is a pig we've got in the freezer that we bought and need to use the pork chops. While this is going, then we're gonna be prepping the broccoli. And then when that's done, we're gonna put together the sauce. And essentially we're just gonna be tossing the sauce with the pork and the broccoli. And then we've got cilantro, little green onion, and sesame seeds to garnish the plate. And then the water is to deglaze the pan and steam the broccoli. All right, so let's get cooking. Start the timer. I'm gonna say this is gonna take 15 minutes. So let's go. I'm gonna turn the pan on, get that going first while we season the pork chops. I'm pretty good on the salt. Olive oil in. I also have a lid here as we add the water to the broccoli to get that steaming. It'll cook a little faster. So you can smell the olive oil coming off, so I'm guessing the pan is right where we want it. And we'll hear. Yeah, perfect. So I'm actually gonna, since I had that up high, I'm gonna turn that down to about a 7 or medium high. All right, we're at a minute and a half and we're ready to prep the broccoli. Normally I would cut it down here and trim it up, but I'm gonna trim it up a little higher, and let me see how fibrous this is. Yeah, that's pretty fibrous. Normally I would just kind of peel that off and use it, but so to make things cook a little faster, I'm just gonna cut them into pretty small little bites here. And different broccoli is different, so you kind of have to adjust as you go along. So cutting things into thirds or fourths works pretty well. All right, I'm thinking the pork chops are about ready. They're nice and brown. Flip those over. And turn down the pan a little bit more since it's oil's smoking. Okay, back to broccoli duty. And on the broccoli, we're not gonna cook it very long. Okay, broccoli is done. And what are we at? We're at about 4 minutes. And while we're waiting for that, so broccoli's ready to roll. All right, pan's smoking, so I'm turning it down even a little bit more, but let's just do a quick check to see where things are at. And this is a thermometer, really good deal. I've done a review on it. And so what we're looking for is 160 for pork. So we've got nice browning here. I'm just gonna flip it over. Since we're waiting to do that, let's just get everything else ready. So sesame seeds, we don't have to do anything to. Let's do a little cilantro and get everything prepped on a plate. Just a little green onion, and I'm just using the tops, and really just for a little extra flavor, but also for a little extra color and punch on the plate. Okay, so now let's make the sauce. It's a really simple sauce. Since I have so much broccoli, I'm gonna make a double batch of it So this is something I'll actually read a recipe, and just hate doing recipes. Okay, simple recipe for the sauce. So we'll put the broccoli in, water in, lid on, steam it while we're cutting up the pork, and then essentially just put the sauce over it. For a double batch, it's 4 tablespoons of soy, and I'm using coconut aminos. Don't eat a lot of soy products. And there's 4. And what you can do for like sauces like this is make a batch, maybe make a batch that's 5 times as big, and put it in a bottle and put it in the fridge. So you always have a sauce that you don't have to make up. Then 2 tablespoons lime juice, and he also adds zest to it. I'm not real fond of the zest part, so I'm just using straight lime juice because I've got that in the house. And then some pepper flakes. And then 2 teaspoons of sugar. So let's do that mix up. That's really nice. It's got you can taste the lime. The sweetness balances out the kind of the saltiness of the aminos. So that is ready. I'm just going to pull the pork chops at this point because they're going to go back in and get steamed as well. So if they're not completely done, they're getting close here. I'll pull those out. And so what I'm going to do is add some water and deglaze the pan. So get ready for some bubbling. And we'll just cook the broccoli. And I'll turn that up. Let me grab my other cutting board and dispatch this pork. So I'm just gonna, pork chops always have a little fat layers kind of in there, so I'm gonna just kind of take some of that off and then just cut it into small pieces. So like I said, this is kind of the lazy man's or time efficient man's way to work with this recipe, but it will be good. And it looks like they're nice and cooked through, so we don't have to worry about that at all. And it wouldn't hurt if you allowed this to cool down. It is hot on my fingers. And now we're just waiting on the broccoli. So it usually takes, I don't know, 2-3 minutes to do that. So let's see how we're doing here. Smoking hot. See, another minute there. That'll put us at about 14 minutes. Actually, that's good. Let's do this. So, gonna add the pork. And the sauce. I'm just gonna do all of it. That should work out pretty well. Ooh, sorry, Carla. I know you said use the rubber tip. Add a little salt to that. And we're ready to roll. 15 minutes, 12 seconds. But it's not on the plate yet, so I can't stop the timer yet. Okay, so tongs. Just get a goodly amount. Try a little bit of broccoli, a little bite of pork. Wow. That is so good, that sauce. I haven't made this before. That sauce is really nice. It's well balanced. It's sweet, sour, salty, all in one. The pork really absorbs the sauce. And the broccoli just adds a nice green crunch to it. So that is spring and summer in your mouth right there. But if you have not subscribed to this channel or you're new to this channel, definitely hit the subscribe button. I'd love to see you in the next video. And as always, this is really simple, easy, healthy recipes for you in your busy life. So you have more time for you, a little downtime, time to read, go for a walk, or the ones you love. Spend more time with your family. And you know, as always, be nice to you because you're worth it. And we'll see you in the next video.